Or judged anyone? Those were the answers. Hard to say no to that one.
Will admit I have judged people. I try not to. I try my best to just not judge people, but sometimes it happens. You cannot help but to judge. But as long as I feel you don't emote anything negative, then it's cool. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. So when a person walks into the room, how do you not judge that person? We're going to speak to someone who has absolute experience in helping you live a positive life. Stop judging, start living is our topic, and we have Mushida Said, personal coach and trainer, joining us in conversation. Thank you for being here.
Yay, thank you. Thanks for the clap. Yeah. It's like, yay. Happy to be here. Happy to be here. Yeah.
So let's start by talking about judging.
Yeah.
It is something human, I think.
Absolutely.
If not, it wouldn't be living at all. We have that innate sense of judging people inside.
Unfortunately, yes.
How do we fine-tune that for the positiveness of it?
All right. Okay. 2 points, yeah? Being judgmental and and judging with love and respect, okay?
Right.
Now, being judgmental comes from a dark place. It's a dark, negative space within a person. When a person is full of anger or self-doubt or lack of confidence, what happens is that it manifests outside. So they see things negatively about others. You know, they see something that's like, oh, that person is not like me, or they fear that they will be something like that. So if a person is like that, they will judge negatively. The other point is on judging with love and respect. Now, when I talk about judging with love and respect, it's weighing pros and cons. It comes from a neutral state of mind. It comes from a space of non-judgmental. You know, you see, okay, if I do this, then it'll be good. If I do that, it'll be bad. Okay, that comes from a positive state of mind in terms of judging. So when we are addressing in this topic, it is about judging others. So life should not be about always negatively judging other people, because when you're always judging other people, how do you live?
Right.
So you got to start living, you know. Come on, not everybody is like us, right? So that makes the world colorful, that makes the world beautiful. And for example, if you have more than one child, let's say you have 2 children, 2 of them are totally different. But if you expect each of them to be a certain way based on what you think is good, then you don't come from a space of love, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think whoever's upstairs breaks the mold every time he puts somebody new on the planet. So there's nobody like each other.
Exactly. And if you want more peace and more love and respect in the community, we got to start having more love and respect within our families and not start judging our children in the first place, right?
And like you said, I like your point where you said like we are judgmental when we have low self-esteem. So how do we overcome that? Because I do that sometimes when I'm like, oh girl, like when a girl passes by and I know she's hotter than me and I'm like, now. But how do we kind of like try not to externalize that negative feeling?
Yeah. Well, first of all, would you like other people to do the same for us, right? So let's start with empathy. If you do not want others to do the same to you, we don't do that to others. That is the first thing. And that is the first thing that we should always instill in our minds. You know, what if I was in that person's position, right? Perhaps the person does not know or is not aware. You know, what about me? Am I not aware of maybe the certain clothes that I wear? It doesn't look good and all that. You know, so you start relating back, what if the person was me? Or maybe what could I do so I will not be in that position like the person, you know? But that puts you in a different mindset, yeah? So when a person is constantly judging others, what it does to the person is low self-worth. You know, it's actually a defense mechanism where you're always like, oh, other people are bad and all that, I'm so great. It's because you are hiding your own flaws. You don't want people to see your flaws, and that's why people do it. So it can start with our society. We start being aware that once we are being judgmental, one person in the group, for example, shifts that mindset and say something nice about the other person, you know, and not make the term membawang so hip, right? So let's turn that into something like negative instead of a hip phrase, right? Yeah. So things like this, you can create a much better society. You create a much better life, a much better home, and this is something that I would love to see in the world with more love and respect. Yeah.
Right.
No, I agree. Everyone is it's so common to judge other people, especially like I feel like on the internet now.
Yeah.
It's so easy to like just I don't think your hair is great or whatever. But then I bet whenever you want to say that in front of someone's face, you're like, nope,
Yeah.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, yeah. Again, it's back to the self-worth, you know. So you ask them to tell the person directly, they'll be like, oh, no. That means that person cannot be trusted.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like gossiping. If somebody says bad about somebody else and we say, really? Perhaps we should bring the person in the group and let the person, defend themselves. And the person who says, oh, no, don't tell that person. You know, that is a person that cannot be trusted, actually. Yeah.
Right. I mean, we live our lives online so much,
Yeah.
and a single post, you're trying to feel a little good about yourself. Hey, look at me, I got this brand new jacket. And then suddenly people go out saying like, hey, that jacket doesn't match your eyes, you look stupid in it, blah, 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 blah. And a bunch of comments come from a bunch of anonymous people.
Yeah.
How do we shield ourselves against being judged?
Yeah.
I mean, if we can take any comment positively, I'm sure
Yeah.
we wouldn't mind.
You know what? A thought just came into my head when you said that. My daughter is now a tween. She's going to be a teenager, and she loves BTS. And BTS, the Korean group, right?
Yeah.
They have this term called love yourself. And it's basically that. You got to have love within, that kind of self-worth that no matter what people say, oh, really? Ha, ha, ha. Because you know it does not affect you. Now, the other thing is it's also important to keep our inner circle, the people that are close to us, positive. And I don't take, like for me, I don't take feedback from everybody at face, oh yeah, they're right. I keep my inner circle where they're positive people, they have done amazing things in their lives and they're contributing a lot in the world. So when they give feedback, it's something for me to elevate myself and not just to condemn. And also like on the internet, right? You have all these strangers just dumping their anger on you. As an adult, you have a choice whether you want to take it or not, Yeah. You don't have to take everything. If people start saying negatively, and it's like, okay, thank you very much, but you know what? Focus on your loved ones. That's where we need to focus on, not instead of people who are our haters. And most of the time, because of our lack of self-worth and the need for acceptance, most of us, we really value haters, more than the people who love us. So no. Focus on your loved ones. These are your cheerleaders. These are your life, the supporters that you have in your life. People, when you are facing challenges, these are the people who will come and help you. So take care of them. The haters, I'm not sure whether, will they pay for your child's tuition? Will they, when you are down and trodden, will they help you up? I don't know, So just say thank you for your feedback and that's it, move on.
Just be like Ariana Grande and just be like, thank you, next.
Oh, thank you, next. I like that.
Yeah, I actually like that song. It really does help.
Yeah.
So talk to us about how we should reflect on things positively in our lives, like you said, and move on.
Yeah.
And for those of us that constantly receive this sort of negative feedback, especially within our inner circle, should we change circles?
Yeah. Remove toxic people in your life. Choose your inner circle wisely. Your inner circle should elevate you so that you can elevate other people in your communities, not the other way around. When a person is in darkness, we don't go down. We make sure that we are the light, we bring out darkness, and we shine that light towards other people who are dark, right? So this is what I believe in, and it's a lot of self-development that we need to work on, and that's why I talk about personal development. I talk about instilling love and respect in yourself. If you're a parent, please be aware of the words that you use on your children. And I love what Dr. Suryani said just now about rewarding techniques. I found this amazing quote, and I brought this so that I can read it out. It's on, when a child is living with anger and judgment, the child will live with intolerance. If children learn to live with hostility, they learn to fight. If children live with shame, they learn to feel guilty. But if children live with tolerance, they learn patience. If they live with acceptance, they learn to love. And that is where parents, we have the power to instill this culture in our families. And that is what I would like to instill in each and everyone who are parents, to start with your families. And that's how you can start being aware of your words and what's going on with your mind. And every time you feel like, oh, that person, how dare the person wear like that in front of people, And then after that, you start to think, okay, where did that thought come from? Where did that programming come
Yeah.
from? And it's never from that person. That beliefs came from you from the past. Something happened in your past that was negative, and it manifests through how you see other people, right? So if you're always angry and if you're always intolerant of others, it reflects your upbringing and it also reflects yourself. It's not about the other person, it's about yourself. Yeah,
No.
so live with love and respect.
I agree to that. Like a lot of what my goal for 2019 is to love myself, and as corny as that sounds, that is the first thing I need to do. And the steps that I do to do that is like exercising, I eat better, I hang out with a lot more better friends. So besides that, do you have any other suggestion on how we can self-love, accept ourselves better, to start living a better life?
Yeah, our cells regenerate itself every 21 to 28 days.
Oh.
So as you work on habits, you can create a new you through exercise. Yeah, that's how you create a nice figure. Exercise, right? Correct. What you eat. Yeah, so this is practice. And also the books you read, the friends you hang out, what you watch, what you read on the news. The thing is, some people say, everything is about us is so negative. Then you choose what is around you. And we have a choice, just look on the internet. If certain feeds that are not suitable, then unsubscribe and find something suitable that is empowering, that is solution focused, and that is how you create a new life and design it. And don't think all the doom and gloom. People are always saying, oh, economy is bad, everything is lousy, blah, blah, blah. And that is how your life is going to be like. When economy is bad, you will see people who are thriving. What's the difference? It's the mindset. So again, your belief system, it's everybody's responsibility to reprogram yourself so that you can create your own life. Yeah.
Thank you.
I agree
It's
to that.
always been great having you on any show. You really give that vibe of positivity all around you, and I hope that it's infectious to everyone at home as well. Thank you very much for staying with us. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have something rather sweet to share with you. Don't go anywhere.